Hello and welcome to Mama T Energy. I'm your host, Tiara, aka Mama T, and today we are diving into a journey, a conversation in song. So, as I have been connecting with my ancestors and excavating the realm of curanderismo and root work and healing magic, song has come forward multiple times. And if you've been around me for any length of time, you know that I love music. I love to sing. I have been singing since I was a child. I remember, being like 3 years old and just dancing and singing in the living room to whatever was on. I wanted to be a singer when I was really young, and I remember thinking or hearing that, you can't just do this and you can't do that. And it was being said to me in a space of wanting to stay safe. And knowing what I know about my lineage, being descendant of slaves, there has been so much work within our line of wanting to stay safe, to not ever be chained down ever again, to not be oppressed ever again, to be in a place where we can just live and be. And the way of the artist can be daunting, can be financially struggling, can be rough. So, of course, when being set with an idea of stepping into this line of work, it can come with fear of being seen too much and leading to oppression, fear of being manipulated, fear of failure. But what if we succeed? There is so much power in song. The lyrics are our affirmations. The rhythm, the beat, the music is our healing drum. I think about growing up in a Black Baptist church, and the music was always my favorite part. There was always a song just before the sermon that got people on their feet and moving and shouting for joy and gratitude and feeling their connection to the divine, whether it is God, as we were taught in church, or source, or the universe, or wherever, spirit, whatever word you use, it's all the same to me. Creator is another word coming to mind. It is this divine energy, this source that is moving through ourselves. I don't see it as separate. And song is a beautiful way for us to connect within it, with her, with him, with the divine. Song allows us to tap into emotion. Song allows us to feel without having to explain it. It's just something that moves within us. That is the power that comes from a sound bath. And there are so many instruments that we can use within it, including the voice. And as I am excavating this ancestral work, the song comes forward. There are so many sacred songs and medicine songs out there. And often we get to come up with our own. I find myself as I do my own personal work within my home and cleansing and clearing that I may do a little like, And I feel it, and it reminds me of The Color Purple. In the movie, there's Shug Avery, and she's like, there's a song that's like, Sister, you've been on my mind. Sister, we're two of a kind. Oh. And every time I hear that song, more than just the words of it, there's just this like gritty feeling within my sacral and solar plexus that come up, knowing what I know of like the entire story of The Color Purple, and the finding of confidence, and the entire there's so many layers to that story. And honestly, The Color Purple was introduced to me when I was probably 9 or 10. And I remember my mom referencing it. Maybe I think she was like talking to an aunt of mine or something. And I said something about like not seeing it. Like, and she was like, "This is a rite of passage for all Black people. You have to have seen this movie." And we rented it on VHS from the library, and that was the first time I saw it. And then next thing you know, it's like showing all the time on like USA or TNT, and anytime I was flipping through the channels and it popped up wherever it was, I stopped and I watched the rest of the movie. And since then, I've seen it on Broadway. I've seen the remake musical version of it. I've sung songs from the musical in audition, and it has held such power, right? Because the story overall talks about the struggle, the pain, and yet finding joy and passion and creativity along the journey, even with the odds stacked against Seeley, even with the disapproval of the father for Shug Avery, even with the sexual abuse that came within this story, there is prevailing. We shall prevail. We shall overcome. We lift every voice and sing, which are common words and lyrics to the songs that I can find in the African hymnals in a church pew. Songs of faith, believing, trusting, and knowing that no matter what is happening right here, right now, that is feeling like it is trying to tear us down, God is working in our favor. And I see God as working through me, within me. I see myself as an extension of God. And when I sing, that is a remembering. That is a connecting to the divine for me. And when we look at healing rituals and ceremonies, song is so often a part of the experience across timelines, across cultures. There are medicine songs in Spanish. There are medicine songs in Swahili. There are medicine songs in English, and medicine songs in all languages. And the common thread is calling forward what it is that we desire, calling our power back to ourselves, recognizing that there is this divinity within ourselves as well as outside of ourselves, helping to lead and guide us, to show us the way that we are not alone on this sacred journey. There is magic in medicine and song, and I love it. And I plan to sing more and more and more as songs channel through me. and I'll share them with you, whether it is on the podcast or in Sacred Circle. And I invite you to join me in Circle as I create containers for groups, as I am holding space for you to choose to step into a private session with me. There is much opportunity to sing, to heal, to grow. And I know as I sing, I continue to connect deeper with my line, my lineage, my ancestors. They are here with me, and yours are with you. Find the songs that resonate in your heart space and know they are singing with you. And with that, I say ta-ta for now. I love you. Reach out to me in the DMs or in a message if you have my cell phone number. Love to chat with you.